Hello YouTube, Slacker Stacker here, and tonight I want to introduce you to the Metals Mafia. The Metals Mafia is basically a community within the community. And what it is it's a place where all of us can go, and I will get to their site real quick. And here is the Metals Mafia page. This is the home page. Now first what I want to do is I want to introduce you to the people who have built and run this site. Now for fun I'm going to use some Mafia terms, but let me be perfectly clear. They don't consider, there's no underbosses, there's no enforcers, there's nothing like that. We're all a big happy family. That's what this whole site's about, is being a family. Now the only Mafia term that is really used in this site is the Don, and that is Pit Bullion. He's the one that came up with the site, he's the one that created it. He got with other pourers that he deals with. They're all friends, and so they came together and built this place for us to come in and basically see their work and to talk to them and make it easier for them who don't have like storefront sites to sell their work. But anyway, so you'll see at first we have, of course, the Don, Pit Bullion. Now, just for terms, I kind of call these other guys like underbosses because, they're kind of the heads of the Mafia, and they're there to kind of keep tabs on the channel, and you can ask them questions. They're very good about answering questions. So you have the Bear, who is an excellent pourer. He does great work. I actually have some of his work here, and I'll show you soon. You have Mrs. Vulcan. You have Vulcan. You have Stacking AG47. He also, and in Silver Vessel, they all do great work. I love Stacking AG47's videos because he has this studio table where he does his videos, and he has got examples of everybody, and you can see all the cards and the COAs of everybody he's done business with and everybody he deals with, all of his friends. It's just fun just to pause the video and see what all's actually there. Now, let me get to the site itself to explain why I think it would be a really good idea, which I have. You can see right here, hello Slacker Stacker. I'm a member. I joined the family probably a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and if you're deciding to do it, it's right here, and this is how you get into all the features. It's really easy to do, trust me. If I can do it, you can do it. But aside from what I'm loosely calling the underbosses, you have the family, and that's everybody. And so clicking on members, you can see there's like 20, right now it's showing 19 pages, but I know there's more than that. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And a lot of your major pourers, some of them you may or may not have heard, but they're in here. And this is the thing about this. You can, if you're looking for anybody in particular, you can search for a member, and then you just kind of type in the name. Oops, excuse me, my typing. And oh, wait a minute, I know they're in here. Oh. Anyway, type in the name and it will generally show up. I'm trying to do this video, and I don't want to make this too long, and I don't want to falter too much. But anyway, you can search out members there if you know them by name or their YouTube logo. It'll give you a profile, and I'm looking at mine. Now here's another part that you really want to be aware of with the Metals Mafia. Have you ever gotten into a trade or a deal and been scammed? They kept your silver, they didn't pay you for it, and then there's really nothing you can do about it? Man, that just makes people mad, and believe me, it happens to the best of us. Okay, so Pit, to eliminate that, the Mafia does offer some form of protection. So, and this is it. He's put up a feedback system. And as you can see, I have done some business with a couple of the members, the Bear being one of them. And they have responded, showing that the transaction went smooth, that they had no problem. I was a stand-up guy with them, so they gave me the positive feedback. And this is important because I wish I could show. Messages. Let me see if I can read my messages. Ah, yes, here it is. So you can see I've done business with the bear, and that is this piece right here. This is poured by the bear. And what I did is I went in, gave a description of the piece, told him about the transaction, complimented him on constant communication, and the transaction went smoothly. And you can see perfect transactions, great buy to do business with. Okay, so he gave me positive feedback. Another one was that there was a case that I wanted that was no longer in production. Losing Louie had one, so we worked out a deal, and we did a trade, and he gave me some positive feedback. Straight up shooter, so that's good. It showed up in my profile. And what that does is, and this is brand new, so you're going to see a lot of zeros on the transaction list when you first start to use it, but people are starting to use it now, and what it is to guard against the scammers, because they have zero tolerance for any monkeying around when it comes to a transaction. Now, if you happen to get a negative response, Pitt's not just going to toss you out right off the bat. What he's going to do, he's going to investigate it. He's going to investigate both sides of it, and if it's something like a really long mail delay or something like that, they'll let it slide, okay, because it happens. I know it's happened to me, but everything turned out great. So you can get by with that, but not too many more. And if he gets a whiff of anything funny going on, if you're a scammer, don't even bother coming in here, okay, because it isn't going to work. So, another thing Pitt put in here was the gallery. And the gallery, basically, is for members to put in examples of their products, different pours, different bars, different things they make, because I believe I said at the beginning, they don't really have storefront websites. And this is a place where they can show what they have to offer, and and to put their stuff out there, make it easier to find. You don't have to go searching all over the place just for their name or for a product name. It's all here. Just scroll through and check it out. And then you can contact them through the gallery, and then you set up your trade or deal from there. The store, same way. And oh well, sorry, pardon me, it's the other one. But the store, it's Metals Mafia merchandise, like the shirt. I believe they've got some stickers and some other things that are basically the Metals Mafia logo, so you can advertise them. But then there's the classifieds, and now you're going to love this, because the classifieds are just full of items, and they're in different categories. There's like sand casting, hand-poured silver, coins, rounds, bars, jewelry. But if we go into the hand-poured silver, you can see that there's, and now see right here, Pitt, these are closed, they're sold. Somebody came in, saw them, said, ooh, I like that, and they set up a deal with him directly, and they bought the pieces. But it does keep going from different pours, and you can see that there's different names. There's Canadian Silver Saver, Tomoko's Enterprises, Erickson Mint. Again, there's Tomoko, but there's other pourers, and you can put your stuff in there for people to see, and they can again contact you directly and set up a trade or a purchase. Now the trade, that's why that feedback portion was in. Because you could literally go in and see, who you've traded with, how the transaction went, any comments. So there's that protection there. You're not just blind to somebody that's on YouTube, somebody you don't really know. And maybe it's a piece that you've never seen before that you really like, but you've never heard of this guy. Well, it's a little risky on YouTube because he can take you. But here, if he's got a good reputation with the family, then you're good. You don't have anything to worry about. Let me go back to okay, and at certain times of day, I've never done this because I'm a night guy. I have strange hours, and so my schedule's different. But you can actually have several members and have like a hangout room. There's a little chat room in here. I'm not going to go to it, but then these guys also like to play, and this is kind of a fun side of it. They have a little arcade, and they have different games you can play. And what they'll do is you can go in and play the game, and it will automatically store your scores. And it's just kind of a little, I don't know, just a little fun between members to see who can reach the top and stay on top. And I can tell you that Pitt he really likes Frogger, so he challenges people to play that game. But that's a little bit about the Metals Mafia page. I mean, honestly, it's an offer you can't refuse. I mean, you're going to find pieces very easily. They're all in one place. You'll know who to contact. You can see their feedback and know you're not going to get scammed when you try to buy these pieces. It's a growing community within the community. I highly believe in it. Like I said, I'm a member myself. So please go in and check these guys out. Oh, and on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Central Time, there's always a live stream. Pitt and the bosses, it's a joking term, everybody goes in there and they all talk. And you're going to love that because there's a big screen and they'll put one of the guys up there. But there's like 3 or 4 others that have little screens at the bottom of that, and you can sit there and you can watch them. Bear, you can see him showing you different pieces that he's done. Pitt will be pouring live. He'll be making pieces or pouring bars, but he will be actually creating these pieces live online. Now he wasn't on the heads list, but there is a A.G. Randall. You can sit there and watch him hand carve these molds. He makes molds for himself and other members of the Metals Mafia, and he does great pieces. Let's see, like Pitt's logo. I think he did some stuff for Vessel. I'm not sure on just where all his pieces went, and I don't want to misrepresent anything, but he does great work, you know. But you can sit there and watch all this live happening right then and there, and of course chat with all the other members that are in the side chat. So that's every Saturday, 10 p.m. Central. Please join us. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I look forward to that stream every weekend. So everyone, check them out. I hope you join. Please like and subscribe, and stack on, my friends.